Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Thanks everybody so much for stopping by, and today I have a huge rummage sale craft haul to share with you guys. One of our local scrapbooking store puts on a yearly or bi-yearly rummage sale with craft items where crafters can purchase a table and then put their product out to sell, and then the crafters receive, in turn, the crafters receive gift certificates to the scrapbooking store, since she staffs it and she rents the building and that kind of stuff, to be able to do it. So it's kind of an incentive for her, but it's also incentive for crafters to get rid of products that they aren't using and then in turn get a gift certificate to a store to be able to buy new product. And most of the tables have pretty good prices, and just due to all the COVID stuff, she did have tables spaced far apart. She rented a bigger room, and then she only let in a certain number of people, and then once people got done shopping, she'd let more people in. And luckily when I went, there was only about 20 other people that showed up, and I think there was like 30 tables, so it was pretty well spaced out, and I got some great deals that I can't wait to share with you guys. And I'm going to start with some of the kind of more random stuff, but then I'll end up getting into the die cuts and the punches and some of the stamps I bought. A lot of times I go just because I can find lots of ephemera stuff that I use in junk journals for next to nothing, and there really wasn't a lot of that this year, but I did find this bag of little tags, and I paid 50 cents for the whole bag, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I'm not going to remember the prices on everything because they do tape on index cards with the prices and then the table number, so they know who to give what amount to for gift certificates at the end. So I'll let you know if I know the prices, but if not, I'll just keep on moving along. And next thing that I found was someone was selling tape, and I've never tried this brand of tape. It is from this company called Scrap and Gear, but the person was selling it. It was $1 a thing, and I actually was out of this kind of tape, so it was cheaper than buying it at the store. So I'm going to give this brand a try, and it does say it's archival, so I thought that was a decent deal, $1 for each one of these. And then another table, a gal was selling flowers, and so I did pick those up, and I know that these were probably at one point in the Michael's dollar bin or $1.50 bin, whatever it is now, but it cost me 50 cents for the two, so I picked those up because I thought I would definitely be able to use these neutral ones. And then sometimes I like to do stuff with black and white, and then the red ones of course work good for Valentine's Day. So for 50 cents I thought that was a good deal. I also picked up some more 6x6 pads. I really don't need any more. I'm still trying to smash a whole bunch of 6x6 pads in the collab I'm in, but they were $1, so I picked out a few that I maybe would use, and I passed on the others even though it was tempting. So I got 2 of this one, and these ones are all brand new pads. There was no papers missing. I did kind of go through them and count them or look at them, and both these had the 24 sheets. It's the Anna Griffin Christmas paper, and so I picked one up for me and I picked one up for a friend. And then I picked up this paper pad. It's called French Kiss, and it's from this Glitz paper company. And I'm not familiar with this paper company, but I do know I have a couple sheets of this that I was gifted, so it's very vintage, and so that was definitely my style. So again, for $1, I thought that was a great deal. The next paper pad I picked up for $1 was this one called Vintage Charm by a company that's Hampton Art. And I do have some embellishments that match this paper pad, and that's why I picked it up. Plus it was vintage style paper, which I do a lot of vintage style stuff, so I picked that one up again for $1, and this one was brand new. It's still sealed. And then at another table, she was selling paper, and so I got this whole bit of paper, and it is from K & Company, which I love their papers. And I think she had $2 on this paper pad, but I can't remember, but it's pretty full of paper. The next kind of random thing that I found was someone actually was selling laces, and most of them were not my style, but she had great prices on them. And so this one was, I think she only had 50 cents on it, and there was a huge amount, so it's over a couple of yards, and it was really sweet. It has the little hearts on it, so I do like that one. So I picked this one up for 50 cents to be able to get all this. And then there was also this little bit of embroidered lace in there too, and that has a little bit of a vintage feel to it, so I will most likely probably use that one too. But for 50 cents, that was a pretty good deal, and I was actually kind of surprised that there was someone selling some trims, because this was more of like a paper crafting rummage sale, so there was lots of paper craft stuff versus the like materials and laces and trim type crafts. Next, I did pick up some punches. Every year I go hoping to find, Stampin' Up has that tab punch. It's like a whale, they call it a whale tail punch, and a lot of junk journalers use it, and I go every year hoping to be able to find it because it's retired. And I didn't find it, but I did find a different Stampin' Up tab punch that I liked, and this one was called Circle Tab. And the punches, I paid anywhere from $1 to $3. I think I did pay $3 for this one at one of the tables, but it was worth it to me because I do use a lot of tabs in my junk journals, and so I will be able to use that one, and for $3 it was a good deal. But the rest I think I paid either $1 or $2. And I picked up this Martha Stewart heart one, and then this is another Martha Stewart one, and what's nice about this one is it has the bold design, so it'll cut out the circle and then it'll cut out the border piece, so that one's kind of like 2 punches in one, so I do like those ones about some of the Martha Stewart punches. And then this one was also a Martha Stewart one, and I like these type punches because they're quick and easy to use up for your paper scraps, these smaller things, and then you can still label a word or a small stamp on there or use it in junk journals, so I did pick that one up also. And then the last two that I picked up, this one was a Fiskars Tag Punch, and I do have some other like Marvy punches and some Stampin' Up punches that are tags, but this one had a little bit different top to it. And I'm always looking for different tags just because I get bored with using the same dies tag dies that I have and the other punches. So that since this one's a little bit different, it'll be fun to use this one on some of my paper scraps. And then I also picked up one other Stampin' Up punch, and it was just another little like label type punch. And that's what it looks like. And this one, again, you can punch out with small words, use with those Tim Holtz stickers. So I use a lot of these on different things because I like to add sentiments and sayings to little tags and my junk journals. So I picked that one up just because that one was pretty nice. And then next, I was super excited. The other thing I've been going to for this rummage sale is to see if I can find any cutting dies that I don't already have. I have a pretty good collection of rubber stamps since I've been doing crafting since I've been like 18 years old and into paper crafting. I have a ton of rubber stamps, and I still pick up rubber stamps, but I'm still looking at expanding my cutting die collection. And there was a gal who was selling her cutting dies at one table, and I'm not kidding you, they were like $2, and she had multiple cutting dies in a bag. So it was like you were spending like 50 cents a die. I couldn't believe it. And a lot of them are all name brand. And then I did pick up a couple from some other tables, and they were a little bit more expensive than that. And when I get to those ones, I will let you know. And then this lady also had stamps and the matching coordinating cutting dies with them too. So, and again, she was selling them for a couple bucks, which I couldn't believe. I thought those were great deals on name brand cutting dies and stuff. So again, I think she had 2 or 3, she had these in packages of 2, and like I said, they were next to nothing. And so here's a Christmas one. You can probably see the designs better on this side. There's a nativity scene. And then again, here is another, this one was another Bethlehem nativity type scene. And so those two kind of coordinated. And then this one said joy, which I think was really cute to use on a Christmas card. And this one's a snowman trio. I'm not quite as crazy about that one. That one's not really my style, but I think this one was hooked with this one, and I will definitely use this one. So I'll play around with that one and see if I'm going to continue to use it or if I'll just get rid of it in a de-stash later on. And then I picked up this cute little crane pair. These two were hooked together. And I picked up the cranes. My husband's into wildlife photography and really big into birds. And so just having the crane pair, I'll definitely use that in a card or something for him, or when I do scrapbooks of some of the stuff that we do together. And this was a little lotus blossom. I also got this Thanks one from Simon Says Stamps. I did pick up a couple of Cheery Lynn stamp or die cuts, and this one is the Be My Valentine one. This is like one of the first companies that started producing, along with Spellbinders, die cuts. So they're usually purple, so you can usually kind of tell them apart from other ones. And they're very well made. I do like these Cheery Lynn dies when I find them. And again, I think she had $1 on this one, and so it had this star on it, and then it had this banner piece and the little envelope. And I mostly picked it up for the little envelope because I think that would be really fun to use as embellishments. You can make paper clips out of it, use it in my junk journals, those kind of things on a little tag. So I picked it up mainly for that one, but I'll definitely use the banner piece and maybe the star one too. I'm not so sure on these little chevron pieces if I'll use them or not, but for next to nothing, I thought that was cute. And then this one I know was paired with this one, and I like this one. This one's a vintage looking one. It's a calligraphy set with the little scroll, paper scroll and the feather and the ink. So I thought that was really cute. And that one company is called Find It Media, I think is that one. I've seen it, findittrading.com. I've seen this one being sold before in one of the craft websites that I buy cutting dies from, this brand. And this one I don't know the name of the brand, so if anybody knows, let me know. They're pretty substantial. These ones are heavier, so that they make different flowers or doilies. So this one was like a set, these three. So if anybody knows what company that one is, I'd love to know. And then this one was also a set of 3 doilies, and I don't know on that company either. And then there was also some more Cheery Lynn dies that I picked up. This one is like a banner piece, which is really cute. What was nice about this one is you can actually, you know, cut this one out and then you can have a different strip color for the top of the banner. So that was kind of nice. And some of these got mixed up here. 2 more Cheery Lynn dies. This one was like kind of a fall one. This one was called Fall Leaf Mesh Border, and this one was a classic snowflake border. So there's both of those dies. And then Cheery Lynn has a ton of different like doily type dies, and this one actually has leaves in it. I have a couple of their other doily dies, but this one's pretty nice. And then they give you a little, if you wanted to make like a background doily to put behind it, they give you the piece to make that also. And this one was called Garden of Love, and that's what that one looks like. Again, another Cheery Lynn die. This one's also a Cheery Lynn. I thought this one was a cute Valentine's Day one with the XOXO. And another Valentine's Day die from Cheery Lynn. And I think she had all the Valentine's Day, all these ones were hooked together, and like I said, they were like, I think this one might have been $2 on that one since there was 3 in it. Oh, and this one was hooked in it too. This one said Be Mine. I don't know if I'll ever use that one. And I looked at it, it's just stuck under there right now. Just a little too cute for me, but you never know. I might use it. This one was hooked with something else, and I think there's probably stuff missing to this one. But this one was a Dynamics My Favorite Things one, and it looks like a half circle. And then this piece, which I'll definitely use this piece on card making, but I'm thinking that there was probably more to this one. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it was hooked to something else that I had wanted, so I picked that one up. This one was also hooked to something else, and I don't know if I'll use this one or not. It's an Army one. And it's Cheery Lynn die. And these 3 were sold together for $1, and I picked this one up just because I like the beachfront seagull one. And I know that originally these ones are like, I want to say that these ones are like close to, you know, between $5 and $10 each for these, so to be able to get all 3 for that price is a great deal. But I like the little seagulls on that one. And then here's some little tiny ships. And then this is like water, breezy waves that go with it. At a different table, they were selling some of their Sizzix die, and I think I spent $1.50 on this one. It's a Tim Holtz poinsettia one. It's kind of like a stained glass one. And then I also picked that one up too at the same table for $1.50. And I have had looked at this one several times because I think Michael's had it. And then this one was a stamp and die cut from Tailored Expressions with the feathers. And again, I don't think I paid more than $2 or $3 for both of that, the stamps and the die. So that's super cool. And then this one, I think I paid $3 for this one, the Jillian Vance ones. But hers are usually pretty spendy. And this one is a little envelope pocket thing, and I use a ton of these in my junk journals. And I have another one, but it looks different than this one, so it's just fun to have a variation of it for my junk journals. So I picked that one up. And then I am kind of transitioning into the stamps and die cuts that came together. So this one I thought was really cute with the paintbrush and palette, and then they had some sentiments, choose happiness, and this one says get off the computer and go make something. I don't know if I'll ever use that one, but I know I will use this set right here, and I'll probably use the choose happiness one. So that was a pretty good deal on that one. Again, this one was hooked to something else. It was bought at that same table from that lady that was selling. And I picked up some paper tray ink ones, and this one's Sing a Song of Christmas, and this one's just the rubber stamps, I guess, in that one. But I thought those were nice Christmas ones. Another paper tray ink, and again, this one's rubber stamps only, and it's just a lot of Christmas sentiments, the religious ones. But again, I didn't pay hardly anything, and I want to say some of these were hooked together for them. And this one is cutting dies and the stamps, and again, a paper tray one with the pine cones and a Christmas set. So it'll be fun to have some different Christmas stuff to play with next year for Christmas. And then this one too, again, is another religious one, and this one had the cutting die and the rubber stamps that, or the rubber stamps that went with it. It was just this one cutting die that said God on it, but just some stamps that go with it then. And then here was a Mama Elephant one, and normally I'm not very drawn to some of the Mama Elephant stamps because they're usually a little too on the cute side for me, but this one was a poppy, and I do love poppies. And then it also had the cutting dies with it, so I thought that was, again, a great deal. I think I only paid a couple bucks for both the dies and the matching stamps. Another die and matching stamp one, and this one I think is another, this one might be another paper tray ink one, I'm not sure though. But this background piece looks like, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one, so don't quote me on that one. I don't know what brand that one is. But this one had the sentiments that you see on here, but then it had the die cuts for the bold pieces, so the thanks, happy, love, hello, enjoy. And so I picked that one up. And then this one, I know, I think I paid maybe $3 or $4 for, and this one is from Lawn Fawn. And again, I'm not always drawn to the Lawn Fawn stuff because they usually are a little too cute for me, but it was an interactive card, and it had this plus the matching stamps that go with it. So there's two sets of matching stamps, and I can show you kind of what the interactive card, it's like a turning wheel, so this turns, and then like this one says have a really, like it says amazing, terrific birthday, something like that when you turn the wheel. And so I did pick that one up thinking that that would be kind of cool. And then a few more stamps to share with you guys, and then I am through everything, I think. So again, someone was selling this Tim Holtz sewing themed collection. And I know that these three were hooked together, and I think I spent 50 cents to be able to get these three, and I picked it up again for the bird mostly. Just again because my husband takes pictures of, this looks like some sort of sandpiper or dowitcher type bird. for that, just to use on cards. But you know, the sea theme I'll probably use with other things too, with the seashells. And then again, I think 50 cents I paid for these 2 sets. This one was just some Valentine's Day ones. I'm sure this set came from Michael's, being the Studio G from the dollar bin when they had it. And then this one, she had 2 different sets in here. This one originally was just some sort of journal heart, which I don't know if you can see the background. It was just a heart with journal lines on it. And then she had another set on top of it with some Valentine's Day ones. So there was kind of 3 sets total that I got for 50 cents. And they probably all were originally $1 stamps or $1.50 type stamps. And this one also was with these ones too, with all my heart. So I guess I got another one with that one. And it does have the stencil on it. And that's a Heidi Swap one. And then this one, just some little sentiments on this one that I liked. You know, I have birthday ones and stuff, but I thought you can do this. I thought that was kind of a good one. I don't have a stamp like that. And then I also liked a little something, because again, I don't have something like that. So if you're sending someone a gift, I'd definitely be able to use that on it. And again, I was surprised, but I bought another Mama Elephant one, and this one originally was $15, and it doesn't look like it's ever been used, but it was all friendship sentiments, and I like that. And there was a couple on here that I really like, so I picked that one up. And then this one too, again, it might be a paper tray ink one, but I'm not sure. And it was just some different sentiments. And I liked some of them on here. Like one said, "You and me, we go together like peanut butter and jelly." I thought that was cute. And then this one, "You make me happy when skies are gray." So I like those ones. My mom used to sing that song to me all the time when I was a kid. So I bought those, and those ones have been used. And then the last little bit was I did pick up some mounted stamps, and the rummage sale did also have a ton of the newer unmounted Stampin' Up. There was a ton of Stampin' Up stuff, but I just didn't have time to pick through all the little CD cases to look at those. But I did see a couple of rubber stamp sets or things that I wanted. And so this one, the person was charging 50 cents for all of these, and I do already own this one, Take Time to Enjoy the Simple Things in Life, and I use that one actually quite a bit. But I liked all of these other sentiments, like treasure the love you receive above all. It will survive long after your good health has vanished. Fill your life with sunshine and your heart with love. This one says follow your heart. And then this one said let every dawn be to you a celebration of the blessings in each new day. And so I really liked all those, and I didn't have those, so for 50 cents it was worth it for me. And then here's some really old Stampin' Up sets, and I remember when Stampin' Up sold them, and I was kind of a poor college student and I had to spend my money wisely, so I never bought them because I couldn't justify it at the time. But the person actually was selling each of these sets for $1, so I spent $3 on all 3 of them. And they're kind of like little sketches of people and down by the water and by the sea and stuff. And so I did pick all of those up. I just really liked them, and they'd be fun to use with, you know, you could watercolor these ones pretty easy. There's that one. Then there's the last one. So again, I just wanted to thank everybody for watching my little haul video. I was pretty excited by all the stuff that I got, and I didn't spend a ton of money. Like I said, on one of the die cuts, I think was the thing that I spent the most money on. That one interactive die, I think, was the spendiest of everything that I bought. So I did pretty good on it. And so hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day, staying safe, and until next time, happy crafting.